Welcome to our third and final installment of Lesson 1, the black keys, which represent our sharps and flats. As we begin naming our 5 black keys that represent our sharps and flats that come in sets of 2 or 3, it's important to note that each key can be called by one of 2 alphabetical names. Why do these keys have 2 names? It's because they're what we like to call enharmonic tones. What that means is, depending on the theoretical context in relationship to the other notes, they can be called by one of 2 names. In simpler terms, think of Bruce Wayne and Batman, or maybe Peter Parker and Spider-Man, or Donald Glover and Childish Gambino. They're all one and the same, but depending on the context and relationship that they're operating in, we will call them by one name or the other. Typically, with enharmonic tones, what we call them will depend on what scale or what key they're in, usually. First up, we have C sharp and D flat, because it is between C and D. Then we have D sharp and E flat, because it's between D and E. If you notice, between E and F, there is no black key, because that's a natural half step. We'll get into that a little bit later as well. But the following black key we have is F sharp or G flat, because that is in between F and G. Then we have G sharp or A flat, because that is between G and A. And finally, we have A sharp or B flat, because that is between A and B. And then once we get back to B and C, we see that there is also no black key here, because that's also the other natural half step between E and F, and then between B and C. There are no black keys. And if we name all of our 12 notes at once, we have C, C sharp or D flat, D, D sharp or E flat, E, F, F sharp or G flat, G, G sharp or A flat, A sharp or B flat, B, and then back to C. Another fun fact, by playing all of our 12 notes consecutively starting from C to C, we actually played the chromatic scale starting on C. Chromatic, which comes from the Greek word that means color, literally means we just played all 12 colors that are involved in the world of music.